On March 30th, 2014, a man and his daughter were driving late at night on a road near a forest, somewhere outside Warsaw, Poland, when things suddenly took a turn. Literally. As they were driving, they noticed headlights coming toward them. It was just another car, but things started to feel strange when that car began flashing its headlights. They didn't understand why and kept driving. But then,
Jezus Maria! Tato, żyjesz? O Boże! Jezu, jaki debil!
the car was flashing its headlights to warn the family that a man was standing in the middle of the road, but it was already too late. The driver swerved to avoid him and crashed, veering off the road into a nearby field. The man and his daughter suffered minor injuries to the neck, arm, wrist, and knee, but thankfully, they survived. Later, the driver wrote online, "The most important thing is that we miraculously escaped death, because where my car went off the road, there was a tree that had been cut down a month earlier. If the tree had still been there, we would have hit it in the crash." There was no sign of the man afterward, as if he had simply vanished. This left many people wondering why he was standing in the middle of the road that night. Was he trying to take his own life? Was he drunk and unaware of where he was? Or were there darker, more disturbing reasons behind his presence? The important thing is that everyone involved survived in the end. This trucker was driving alone on a highway in the middle of the night. It was dark and it seemed like he was the only one on the road, but little did he know, he wasn't. He looked like he was struggling to stay awake, but what was about to happen would certainly wake him up fast. That definitely woke him up. Out of nowhere, a man appeared on the road, pushing a bike right in front of the truck. The driver quickly realized this was probably a robbery attempt and kept driving, shaking his head in disbelief. And honestly, that's probably exactly what it was. The man was likely trying to get the truck to stop so he, or possibly a group hiding nearby, could break into the trailer and steal everything. The driver was lucky he didn't stop. I respect people with strong survival instincts. Norman Nukeri, a fuel supply driver in Hoedspruit, was driving to a client's lodge on June 1st in South Africa when he stopped to let some elephants cross the road. At first, everything seemed fine. He was just enjoying the amazing wildlife. But then, out of nowhere, a sneaky elephant broke away from the group and charged straight at his car. Norman started revving his engine and banging on the car door to scare the elephant away. For a moment, it seemed to work. The elephant backed off, but then it suddenly had a you-know-what moment and charged back, and this time it didn't stop. The man had a two-way dash cam that captured his reaction, and let me tell you, he was terrified, and for good reason. The elephant smashed into the car, lifted it, and pushed it back like it was nothing. Fortunately, it eventually retreated to join its herd and didn't cause any more damage, but it's safe to say that if it had wanted to, it could have done a lot more. The driver stayed inside the truck and only felt safe once the Rangers arrived. In the end, thankfully, he walked away unharmed. Now, if you got here, that means you like what you're seeing, right? So how about hitting that subscribe and like buttons, and if you truly enjoy it, you might as well hype the video and click the bell icon to be notified when I post. Also, take a look at this awesome merch. Maybe you'll like something. A man who goes by the name Bear with Hat on YouTube once shared a disturbing experience that happened to him in June 2016. He explained the situation in detail so the context is clear. He was leaving a friend's house in Keller, Texas, when he noticed a car following him. He pretended to enter the highway, then at the last second switched to the service road. When he reached the next overpass, the car had exited as well and was waiting for him at the light. At that point, he made a U-turn under the overpass and crossed to the other side of the highway, then pulled over. The car pulled over behind him, confirming they were definitely following him. At the next intersection, he turned right and stopped in a turning lane in front of a hospital. That's when he took out his phone and started recording, planning to capture their license plate. But then, this happened. If you got here, comment the word asphalt. No screaming, no swearing, completely calm, he handled the situation perfectly. Those guys were probably planning to rob him, or who knows, why would they even target him? It makes no sense. He called 911, dropped his phone, and headed straight to a grocery store he knew often had a police officer outside. Once he went in that direction, the car broke off the pursuit, and he remained safe. What happened to the two guys afterward? We don't know, but hopefully the license plate helped get them arrested. Now, can we just take a moment to appreciate the fact that his Hyundai Elantra gapped that Dodge Challenger? A group of friends were driving down a road near a forest in Kerala, India, and were recording the fog with their camera because it was so thick and eerie, making it hard to see what was ahead. But suddenly, they drove past something strange. Take a look. A woman in a white dress was holding a flashlight, shining it toward the woods. But if we slow the footage down, we can actually make out another figure, or maybe something else, standing there. So here's the question. What was really there? And why was a woman walking on this road in the middle of the night through such thick fog? Were they searching for something? We'll probably never know, but it's definitely a very strange and unsettling encounter. A woman was driving along a road that cut through a forest, and everything seemed normal. Just a car ahead of her that didn't look suspicious. But not long after, that car pulled over to the side of the road, and what happened next was captured on her dash cam. I'll let you see for yourself.
Come on now, quit f***ing around. No. Ah!
Out of the car came two men, armed and pointing a gun at her, trying to break her window. She reacted quickly, accelerating and taking a different route. Luckily, the men didn't shoot, and she had a clear way out of the situation. They didn't continue to follow her, but this was absolutely a terrifying encounter. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed these kinds of videos, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. You can also turn on the bell so you'll get notified whenever I post. And if you want to keep watching, click on one of the videos on the screen. I'm sure you'll enjoy those too.